Coach. Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go, fellas. This one now. Mike the flag. Right there. 56. That's it. Army. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Vic to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field.
Here we go.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
57 to Mike. 57.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on pass. Downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That punt returned 69 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Joker. Kill.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch safety green. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Check.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Vick, 3rd and goal. Now he'll escape to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did in on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go play action here on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Vick. Being chased out left. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
I got you. Mike 37, you ain't going nowhere.
From from the gun on third. Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Watch twitch.
Here we go on fourth down to Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This time they'll throw it with Vick. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Vick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long for Vick. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big series right here. We got to step.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Yeah. Check the backer,
Get hot! Hey, gun.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So here's Vick following the interception. Now Vick's stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
on second and a long way to go. Vick escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
21.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Jam, 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 jam. Check three, check three, check three.
49, check 49, check
12, fellas, here we go.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Slam, slam, slam. Switch, 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 switch.
13, 13.
57's Mike.
21, 21.
Now watch run, watch run.
And hut.
Here's Portis. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And we're going 37.
Now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go,
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On play action, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4. We got 4. I got you. 40's Mike. 40's up.
To throw, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
third down, Vic. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Vic operating on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 12.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Once again, they run with Mixon, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Mixon. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try to throw it here. Vic forced out to his left. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And Vic's throw there incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vic. And he completes it to Wilson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Joe Mixon. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Throwing, Vick. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing on third and long. Vick buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run it here with Portis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run on third down with Portis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
21. 37's the Mike.
Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. First down, Vic. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. On 2nd and 10. Vic steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kenny Young in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now here's Vic. And Wilson has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The toss play to Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those,
that he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Being chased out left. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's see what you got.
A run with Portis. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
You ready? 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, watch the lane.
From the 36, Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Twenty-one. Here we go.
They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One, Omaha.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His ninth touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Extra score, Ravens 41, Bengals 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Dancing to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Vic readies to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the red zone now, Vic. Flush to his right, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Vic to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of me.
On 4th down, Vick. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Caleb Wilson in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up to kick the extra point.
Vick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bed.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Shift! Watch the shift! Whip! Watch the whip! Check! Check hot route! Hot!
21. Hot!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lock!
You got time!
Lock! I got you.
Me. Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37. Ready? Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37.
Garoppolo to throw.
Let's get off the field.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Garoppolo now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
37's the mic. Mike 37.
Go!
Let's go, baby. Everyone, 37.
back to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Here we go.
So
here we
after
go.
the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert! Hey, gun! Hey, Delta! Hey, alert! Alert! 12, fellas, here we go.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bengals, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6.